Hello, viewers, live from London. Today, I'll be brief about the British nationality or naturalization, how EU citizen and their family member or their children may become a British citizen, or how they can naturalized as a British national, or whether children of EU citizen and their family member will acquire British citizenship at birth. Some EU citizen and family member are facing some issue with the comprehensive sickness insurance, as well as the residence requirement, criminal record, good character requirement. So let me start with the EU nationals and the family member who has a settled status when they can apply for British nationality. Now, those who EU nationals or EU family member who has already has the permanent residence card more than 1 year, you can apply British nationality for yourself. If you have any child born in the UK while you had permanent residence, you can apply British nationality by birth. You can apply straight away for British passport, because this child will be a British citizen at birth. Blue card permanent residence card, which will be not valid after 31st December 2020. So I will move to settled status. Now, if anyone who received a settled status under EU settlement scheme, you can apply for naturalization after 1 year from the date you granted settled status. The requirement is you have to satisfy all the requirement under Nationality Act, British Nationality Act 1981 under Section 1 to. So the requirement is, in addition to the ILR, that is, you have to be in the UK for 1 year indefinite leave to remain, unless you are a partner of a British citizen. And the two additional requirements, which is mandatory, you need to pass life in the UK test, and you need to pass English language test B1. Generally, under the UK domestic law, when someone apply for ILR, they have to satisfy this requirement, and accordingly, when they will apply for British naturalization, they don't need to satisfy this requirement. However, as the EU citizen and their family member has already got ILR without satisfy this requirement, life in the UK test and the B1 English test, in that case, they have to satisfy when they will apply for British nationality. They have to satisfy the life in the UK test certificate, that is, they have to pass the life in the UK test, as well as English language course, which is B1. They have to provide a certificate. In addition to that, the main problem what the EU nationals and their family members are facing now is comprehensive sickness insurance. That is, those who are not, who was not a, who didn't work in the UK, or those EU nationals and their family member who was student, who was self-sufficient person, they has to satisfy that they had comprehensive sickness insurance. Unfortunately, I have find some of my clients, even their partner was a qualified person. They work in the UK. However, there was a family member, there was student, they study at university, and the Home Office presumed that that EU family member was student. Accordingly, they need comprehensive sickness insurance to get ILR. Excuse me, get the British naturalization. They don't need, actually, because their partner, their EU nationals, their wife or husband was a qualified person. They don't need to show that or buy that comprehensive sickness insurance. So when you apply for naturalization application, explain in a cover letter that you don't need a comprehensive sickness insurance because you was a family member of a qualified person. So after 1 year, you can apply, but you need to pass the life in the UK test and the B1 English test and comprehensive sickness insurance. Also, you have to be a person of good character. A person who have a good character is very wide definition, wide explanation. Even some circumstance, if you have a road traffic offense, this is also will affect your good character, but it depends on the circumstance and what rule you play. For example, if the police gave you a fine, you didn't pay it, that lead to a country court judgment against you. This is a very concerning good character requirement. If the police or traffic gave you a fine but you paid, that is less threshold limit. This is how it works. But still, as soon as any kinds of offense, if the Home Office want, they can refuse your application on the good character requirement. In terms of residence requirement, you must not absence in the UK more than 90 days last 1 year or 450 days last 5 years. That's what a residence requirement you need to satisfy, whether you are a EU nationals or non-EU nationals. That's what the requirement. So those who have settled status, you can apply British nationality. You can naturalize yourself once you pass 1 year. The only exception is if you have a British partner and if you are EU nationals and once you receive the settled status, you don't need to wait 1 year. Immediately, the day you receive the settled status, same day or next day, you can apply for British nationality. This is the only exception. You don't need to wait for 1 year. In terms of children, if you have received settled status under the EU settlement scheme, and if any child born in the UK, irrespective of whether you are a British citizen or whether you are a EU nationals or non-EU nationals, once you receive the settled status under EU settlement scheme, if the child born after that, the child will be British citizen by birth. So you can apply straight to a British passport application. What you need to do, you need to provide evidence that you or your partner was settled at the time the child born. You can provide the birth certificate, your settled status decision, which is paper form. That's what all you need to do, send to the Home Office when you apply for a passport for your child. If your child born outside the UK, well, you are not a British, your child will not be British citizen by birth. So if the child born only in the UK and you have settled status, then your child will be British citizen. If you become a British citizen and after that, if your child born outside the UK, then you can register your child as a British citizen under British Nationality Act 1981. So this is the brief information about how European citizen or non-EU citizen who has settled status or permanent residence card, they can apply for British nationality, and what are the requirements. That is life in the UK test, B1 English language test, good character requirement, a comprehensive sickness insurance applicable who was student in the UK or who was self-sufficient person. Obviously your child, if they're born in the UK, after you become settled or after you receive the settled status, your child will be British, but they don't need to make any separate application to make them British. You can apply straight away for British passport. Thank you all of you. Have a good evening and enjoy your time.